So today our topic is about requirement elicitation activities. Requirement elicitation activities. So requirement elicitation activities include identifying actors, identifying scenarios, identifying use cases, refining use cases, identifying relationship among actors and use cases, identifying initial analysis objects, identifying non-functional requirements. So these are the activities under requirement elicitation activities. So we will study up to 3 activities today: identifying actors, identifying scenarios, and identifying use cases. What do you mean by identifying actors? Here we can see identifying actors. So actors means it represents external entities that interact with the system. Whatever external entities interact with the system, that you mean by actors. An actor can be a human or external system. Here you can see that actors for the sat watch system. So here the watch owner moves the watch and consult it to know what time it is, and the sat watch interacts with the GPS to compute its position. Webify watch upgrades the data contained in the watch to reflect changes in time policies. Actors of the front system is another example. Okay, here field offices not only have access to different functionality, they use different computers to access the system. So the actor is represented by the figure that is shown, like watch owner, GPS, Wi-Fi. Likewise the actors is representing in a figure. So actors is nothing, it is the external entities that interact with the system. And the second requirement elicitation activities identifying scenarios. So what do you mean by a scenario? A scenario is a narrative description of what people do and experience as they try to make use of computer systems and applications. So it is like a dialogue between two entities. A scenario is a concrete, focused, informal description of a single feature of the system from the viewpoint of a single actor. So there are different types of scenario is there. One is assess scenario, visionary scenario, evaluation scenario, training scenarios. So what do you mean by assess scenario? So assess scenarios describe the current situation. What is the current situation? That is meant by assess scenario. And visionary scenario describe a future system. And evaluation scenario describe user tasks to be used to evaluate the system, and training scenarios are used for tutorials and other training aids. So this is a warehouse on fire scenario for the report emergency use case. How the scenario will look like. So scenario name is there, and how we are describing. In scenario, if you participating actor instance is shown. Here the flow of events of a scenario of the report emergency use case. Here the flow of events can see scenario is like this. Bob driving down Main Street in his petrol car notices smoke coming out of a warehouse. His partner Alice activates the report emergency function from her friend laptop. So all the dialogues that is happening in a system is writing in a particular dialogues. That you mean by scenario. The second is like that is happening in that. Alice enters the address of the building, a brief description of its location and an emergency levels. In addition to a fire unit, she requests several paramedic units on the scene. Given that area appears to be relatively busy, she confirms her input and waits for an acknowledgement. And third is John, the dispatcher, is alerted to the emergency by a beep of his workstation. He reviews the information submitted by Alice and acknowledges the report. He allocates a fire unit and two paramedic units in the incident state and sends their estimated arrival time to Alice, and Alice receives the acknowledgement. So this is how a scenario should be written. And third point is that, and next is identifying use cases. So next activity of requirement elicitation is use cases. So what is a use case? We can tell that a scenario is an instance of a use case. A use case specifies all possible scenarios for a given piece of functionality. A use case is initiated by the actor. After its initiation, use case may interact with other actors as well. So we can see this is an use case name is given, report emergency. We can see that flow of events in the case of report emergency, and then there will be an entry condition for that, exit condition, then quality requirement. So example of a use case, report emergency. Under report emergency, left column denotes actor actions and the right columns denote system response. So this is a simple use case writing guide. Example of a use case writing guide is shown in. So use cases should be named with verb phrases. Actors should be named with the noun phrases. The boundary of the system should be clear. Use case steps in the flow of events should be phrased in the active voice. The causal relationship between successive steps should be clear. A use case should describe a complete user transaction, and exceptions should be described separately. A use case should not describe the user interface of the system. Users should not exceed 2 or 3 pages in the length. So this is a simple use case writing guide. And these are the 3 first points of requirement elicitation activities. I will come with the next video. Till then, bye.